That reminds me of the time I was driving and I was wearing gym shorts and a T-shirt. It was middle of winter. My dad was driving. He's like, only you and that guy are the only dumbasses out here. And there was a guy pumping gas in gym shorts, and it turned, and it was my cousin Frank.
Why was he hating on your garb in the winter?
I don't know. You know how parents get. They hate when you're underdressed for the weather.
Well, yeah, when you're wearing
get a jacket on. Wear a jacket.
So you were shorts and tee in the winter?
Gym shorts and tee.
Oh, you were just big dog stunting out there?
Stay big dog stunting. I run hot.
Damn.
I don't need that. I don't need those extra layers.
He was probably salty.
Phil was probably a little salty.
Yeah, he saw you out there.
Oh, dude. Power washed the house with him yesterday.
Stop.
So funny.
How would you guys get all the way up to the top?
We tried. The top of the house is still got some mold on it.
How'd you balance the ladder?
No ladder. No ladder. We just fucking spraying it as far up as we can. The brush was super long.
Oh.
There was a sprayer and a brush.
A couple of ground guys.
Yeah.
Damn.
Do you think, dude, Gillis is very ground.
You guys weren't hopping on a ladder.
Oh, of course not.
That's crazy.
Of course not.
You know, I used to power wash when I was in high school. I had my own business for a summer, yeah. I just power washed like all the houses in my girlfriend's neighborhood, and then the business fell apart. I was like, "Fuck!" It was founded on a stable relationship. I made a couple thousand that summer.
That's pretty great. Phil, I was living my lifestyle lavishly, laying on the couch. He came in. I was like, "Why don't you get up, help me out here?" Oh, I was like, "What? What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm washing the sides." I was like, "How long is it going to take?" He was like, "Half hour." Yeah.
How long?
30 minutes in, we're still in the same 8 feet.
You guys are washing it from the ground.
It took so long.
Yeah, you got to be up. You got to be up on a lad 4 feet from it, just blasting the current.
The water didn't do shit.
No,
the water wasn't doing anything. Even at the close level, it wasn't doing anything.
Really?
Yeah, we needed the brush.
What kind of wash are you working with?
I don't know.
Gas powered?
Not good. Yeah.
Okay, so you got gas. That's not bad. How big was it about?
Looked like a mini generator on wheels.
You're probably up around 3,500. Yeah, probably 2,200 psi.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was thinking 2,200 psi.
Yeah, a little residential job.
But yeah, that was.
How much did it run out of gas? Did it run out of gas every
once?
30? Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Those things hog fucking gas.
I left midway through the job. I was like, you got it.
Bailed?
You got it, dude. This sucks.
You fucking
He's like, I didn't come back here. Dude, this is my day of rest. I got fucking hammered this weekend. I was like, just let me lay.
You should have washed the whole house.
No, he instantly he made me do it. I walked out and he was just like, help me out. And he was like, all right, here, you do the brushing. And I was like, you do the fucking brushing, dude. The brushing sucks.
I've never seen a power wash.
And then I kept shooting him with a power wash. Just kept spraying it. Okay.
Dude, did you ever that can cut your feet?
No, I'm telling you, this thing was weak, dude.
Really?
This thing was weak.
I was in power washing my barefoot like a fucking animal, and I was just like, I didn't believe that water could cut me. I was doing it with my cousin. I was just like at my parents' house, power washing the floor before a party. I was power washing the cement, and he's like, "Dude, run that on your foot." I'm like, "It's water." It's not. I hit my foot, and fucking my foot started bleeding.
Oh wow.
Well, again, this was probably a little 1,800, dude. This isn't like
It wasn't the big dog.
3,500 psi.
I mean, if it's 3,500, you might lose a foot.
Oh, you could cut deep.
You could blow some toenails off.
You could if you got like a real commercial sidewalk power washer with like the tank on a trailer. I could literally just cut your arm off, like right through it.
Yeah, man.
Be sick.
That'd be awesome. All right.
Anyway,
what's going on?
Nothing. No, I'm not.
No, that was it.
I'm kind of pissed you didn't help your paw.
I helped out my paw as long as I could, but once I
when
realized
did you start to
when the job was totally useless, I was like, all right, this is fucking stupid. You're wasting your time. He was wearing like a polo and jeans, and he was covered in sweat. Covered in sweat. I was like, you're going to fucking die.
That's what he probably wanted.
That was the other thing.
He probably wanted you to come out and see him die.
I went, like, witness my death. I didn't have clothes. All I had was what I wore to the show. So I had like black jeans. And I was like, God damn it, dude. I don't want to do this. So I put on like his old windbreaker pants. And I was wearing like shitty knockoff Adidas pants and a Legion of Skanks t-shirt. Oh, I was just like, dude, if somebody drives by in this neighborhood, because they all know who I am now.
Yeah.
Like if they drive by and they're like, oh, there's that fucking guy. There's that fucking weird, and I'm just a retarded guy at home brushing the side of a house.
There's Phil Gillis and his goth son. Like,
yeah.
Standing there like, Dad, I don't want to fucking do it.
I don't feel like doing it anymore.
It sucks.
Come on. Yeah. So I was just
you
dreading.
Just listen to fucking Sevenfold and headsets.
Every car that drove by, I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, my God.
Hunched over with a fucking Legion of Skanks t-shirt. While Phil's doing the work, and I was just standing behind him holding like a brush.
You're in swishy pants.
So embarrassing, dude. Yeah.
God damn it, dude. Oh my God. I to this day, if I get to do chores with my dad, I'm still like 12 where I'm like, I got dad, and I'll like lift the heaviest thing I can. I'm like, ugh.
No, I still had that in me.
Did you?
But I can't, like, if I'm doing a job like that, I have to be an asshole. Mm-hmm. So like I was just fucking with him the whole time. It's the only way I could get through it. And he didn't enjoy it.
What would he say?
I don't know. I would like spray him with the hose. he was furious. He was really upset. Did I tell you? Did we talk about my grandma's funeral?
No.
Was that
we
this
did?
week?
You and I spoke about it.
Was that before the cast? Or
yeah, it was before. I was after we recorded.
It was the most recent.
It was right after you dropped the history.
Yeah. After the history, I drove home.
Exactly.
After the had the funeral. It was good.
So you dropped the history app and just went right into the horizon.
The history app. Went home. Got home at like 1 a.m. Had to wake up for a funeral. Woke up to my dad just banging on the fucking door.
Oh,
he is such a motherfucker.
Was he like, let's go?
Yeah. About waking you, it just 3 punches on the door. It scared the fuck out of me. And then I'm like, what? Like you wake up furious.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the fuck is your problem? And he's like, let's go.
I knew it.
He's such a fucking dickhead.
That's literally
his favorite thing in the world is waking me up.
It's the best.
It's nothing he likes more than waking me up.
It's the best, dude.
On fucking Thanksgiving Eve, I came home late, got home at like 4:30 in the morning, and he was obsessed with it. He was so happy. He's like, and guess who I heard creeping up the steps around 4:30 in the, because he was downtown. He was having parties. Like, just loves it. Loves talking shit, and then loves waking me up the next morning.
Oh, of course.
Loves waking me up at like 8:39 the next morning.
What's the matter, bud?
I've talked about it before. You've been in that basement. There's a fucking light right above my bed in the basement that you could just turn on from the top of the steps. When I lived at home, he would literally just walk by and turn that on in the morning. For no reason.
Just to be a dick.
For no fucking reason. You'd be like, what are you fucking sleeping all day for?
Yeah, I've had that like drilled into me. If I were ever to like sit idle in my house, if my mom caught me like not in the state of motion, she'd be, what are you doing? You want something to do? Are you bored? Because I'll give you something to do.
I'll give you something
to do. It's like, what the fuck, man? I just got home from school. Are you bored? What is it? Turn this off. What are you watching? Turn this off. It's like, dude, you would wake me up at 8 a.m. on a Saturday, but get out of the house. I'm going to give you something to do. You want to do chores? You want to go outside? I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Just woke up.
They probably watched like It's a Wonderful Life and were like, this is what we should be doing, dude. Just a nice town, small town. Mm-hmm. I just watched that for the first time.
Is it good?
No. But my dad cried at the end of it.
Wait, what was your Christmas gift?
So funny. Hold on.
Go ahead, yeah.
At the end of this movie, first off, the movie fucking sucks. The guy's so annoying.
Yeah.
He just screams the whole fucking time. He's like, oh my God, it's Christmas today. He's like, what are you? Oh, the kids are here. I love your kids. Oh. He's like hugging his kids. He's like, my beautiful wife was here. Oh.
Was it like the movie Click where he like goes away and then comes back?
Yeah, it's one of those like, there's some evil banker.
The SPXX just stirred, dude.
There's a disturbance in the force. This guy loses, like he's going bankrupt or whatever, and he's being a bitch about it, dude. He's gonna like kill himself because of it.
What?
And then he goes and
what's the banker have to do with it? He just tells him like, hey, by the way,
so the main character sent his boy to pay off the bank. He gave him like $8,000 in cash, and the guy loses it, and the banker finds it and just keeps it, and is like, yeah, sorry, you guys owe me money. He just stole the money.
Really?
Yeah. So then the main character goes to jump off a bridge, and his guardian angel meets up with him, and then brings him back into brings him back into town as if he never existed or something.
Yeah, Ghost of Christmas Past kind of thing with a suicide.
Yeah, the guy goes in the bar and he's like, "Oh my God, Bert, how are you?" And the guy's like, "I've never seen you, Mister. You better get your hands off me." And he's like, "Bert, what's gotten into you?" He like punches him.
Damn.
He's like, "What's going on here?"
So he's just a stranger in his town.
Yeah, and then in the end, the whole town comes together to pay him, to give him money. They're like, "We heard you were down on your luck," so everybody chips in to pay off his thing. And then, like, while that was happening, I was like, this movie fucking sucks. I look over on the recliner, and my dad was sobbing, and he tried to hide it. He looked at me and was like, what? Because you know how when you're like, have you ever cried during a movie?
Sure.
You know how you're like, I hope no one sees me crying. Like, you try so hard to be like,
You're like,
yeah, he did that, but he was just full, like, eyes just because he wasn't letting himself cry, so his eyes were just totally just filled with water.
you had like SpongeBob eyes.
Totally full eyes of tears. And I like looked over and he was like, what? I was like, are you fucking crying at this dumb fucking movie?
What'd he say?
He got up and walked away.
Oh man,
Yeah,
dude,
it's so funny. I ruined his. He loves the movie. Probably has sentimental value. He grew up watching it.
sure.
But
It was good
fun.
you could ruin that
It
for
was
him.
fun to like look over the couch and be like, "You're fucking gay, dude. What's wrong with you?" Yeah. Then I cried during an Apple commercial later that day.
Did you
And
really?
I was like, "All right, I see where I get it."
But you hear about the stuff with Baltimore, how they have this was over the course of 10 years, but apparently it's like $2.3 billion, and they're like, where did it go, bro? And I don't know about Baltimore. Philly, where basically around
dude.
here. Dude, they got the Obama Promise Zone. They got I think it was either hundreds of millions or $1 billion. They got a lot of money from the federal government. Dude, if you look around Mantua and West Philly, it's like, if someone gave someone $1 billion and was like, where is it, dude?
Well,
you don't have any humongous buildings
got
or
some new murals. Those are some
Okay.
expensive murals, dude.
Okay, you're
There's some
talking
nice murals out here.
dude. Where did it go? That's a point where it's like, yeah, that's a real problem, dude.
Yeah.
Because again, I've tasted people who work around
Yo,
government money.
You wanna know how fucking propagandized my dad is?
What do you do?
I was like, Phil, I got a show down in Baltimore Thursday. He's like, place is a shithole. And I'm like, are you saying that right now because Trump said it? He's like, Shane, let me tell you something.
Oh my god,
Baltimore is a dump. Okay. I'm like, yeah, I know. We agree. It is shitty. But would you say that you're bringing that up right now
Oh
because
my god,
Trump just said that? And he's like, Shane, I'm not nothing to do with that. It's got nothing to do. He will
that must have pissed him off
he
so
will
bad.
Never ever admit. It's so fun, dude. Trying to argue with my dad, he just instantly changes the subject. He's a good arguer
good
as
job,
far
yeah.
as it's very slippery. I'll be like, yes or no. Would you say simple yes or no answer? Would you say that you are saying Baltimore's a shithole because Trump just said that? Yes or no? Only yes or no. And he'd be
No.
like, Shane, let me tell you something. He just will not answer.
He's basically a dude on the stage.
He's unbelievable.
Again, I asked you if you would support a 70% tax rate. Like, I'll tell you what, I think rich people
Yeah.
need to pay money.
It's
And
like, no. Just answer the question yes or no.
not having it,
Shane,
dude.
what are you doing?
Calling
Smoking
someone. Oh, really? Is that his new thing now?
dope? Yeah, he caught me. I told him I smoked dope. So
Yeah, you told him you're smoking a blunt.
I told him I smoked a blunt. This was before that, though. So
Really?
this was, yeah.
We got to get the geezers on weed in this country. I really think the geezers need to be on weed in this country, dude. Just a little bit, dude. Remember the first time I got high and watched the news? I was like 19. And I I think my brother put the news on. I was stoned and I watched it and went like, whoa, this reminds me of the homeroom show. And I was like, oh man, dude.
Channel 1.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Anderson Cooper, dude. He was on Channel 1.
Was he really?
He was a Channel 1 boy.
Coop was on the homeroom show?
Anderson Coop started on the homeroom show. Shit. Yeah, bro. Now
Yeah.
he's gay.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
No,
CIA turned up gay,
Yeah, CIA made it. They were like, how
Obviously,
can we
dude.
make you perfect? You're too white.
obviously, yeah.
Say I'm gay?
Dye your hair gray. He's like, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's one of the.
Well, it's like geezers watch the news like they're watching like a sports, a game. It's like, this is my team.
Sure.
I'm the home team.
True.
The away team's evil.
It's kind of nice though.
Yeah, it's funny. Dude, my dad would watch like State of the Unions like he was watching a football game. He would watch like Obama say shit and be like, you fucking liar. He'd be drinking and he'd be like, yeah, look at this asshole lying.
That's
Now
funny.
he watches Trump stuff and he's like, I'll tell you what, Shane, not that bad. You know what I'm saying? He's not that bad. I think he's got the country's best interests in mind.
That's
I'm like,
so
Phil, this guy's
funny.
a fucking moron. Donald Trump is a fucking psycho. Like, look, I don't care, but like, let's be adults about this.
Yeah,
Let's call it like what it is. Donald Trump is not a good person.
he's nuts.
Not
yeah.
that you need a good person to be a leader.
That's true.
Sometimes it
Genghis
helps.
Khan.
Genghis was doing great for
Kind
Mongo.
of do need a sociopath now that I think of it.
If you want to have a good empire,
As soon as you're not a sociopath and they're like, dude, you just bombed us. You're like, oh, fuck, I'm so sorry.
my bad.
How many people died? Like 100. You're like, fuck. You're like, I quit.
Shit, we got to shut the military down.
Do you have any people in your church that were just totally wild out?
Yeah.
What were they up to?
Drugs.
Really?
Like, just, yeah. Well, it wasn't like I don't know. We didn't have like a church group.
No, I'm saying
guess-
anyone that like you would pull up, like you would go to mass and there'd be the one person there. You're like, this fucking weirdo.
There was a family. There was like a very shitty family.
Was
that
there
would
really?
always disrupt the mass.
Like,
Just nonstop. Just be loud, farting, talking. And then, I think later it just became our family.
You guys took over.
I think there was several, yeah. If you farted, my dad would hit me like every mass. He would make me sit next to him and he would hit the back of my head.
If you did anything.
Because I couldn't stop laughing. Every mass I was ever in, it was crazy.
Yeah, we used to get separated, me and my brothers, because there was a bunch of us. So we would like sit as far away from my parents as possible, play grab ass.
Yeah.
Talk about like we would literally just like pat each other and like tilt our head towards someone we thought was hot and be like nodding like, dude, I totally would.
Your dad must have been just furious.
He was so mad. When you
fart's
dude,
over.
Your
It's
dad
over.
smelling a fart in church and hitting it with a scowl is the funniest. Just like looking at three people and being like, who the fuck? Like silence.
What is that?
He's so afraid of making a noise in church, but he also has to address the fart. And he's looking at you guys like, you get out of here. You guys are getting fucked up. You guys farted in church.
Yeah.
We'd be like, wasn't me.
It wasn't me, Dad.
Just whisper, I didn't do it. I didn't fart. Dude, the best was if I would kneel, a fart was coming, dude. If I kneeled down, a fart was coming.
Dan, you're kneeling nonstop in church.
I know, and I
Nonstop.
would kneel down. I used to do a thing where I would like wiggle back and forth and let my nuts smack my legs. I would do that for like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
bust a fart,
fuck.
dude. Bust a fart.
Wiggling back and forth and swinging your nuts
Swing
because your
it.
nuts are new. This was a point in your
It
life
just
where
dropped.
they just dropped, so you would swing back and forth and be like, "This is crazy."
I was just ping ponging them.
I would always try to sit too. If no one was looking,
Bro.
put your ass on the pew,
Bro.
get fucking hit, which is crazy to hit your kid for that.
I never even thought about touching butt to the pew.
I would touch butt to the pew.
My mom and dad were
They
total.
they were psychos.
They were
against it.
eagle's eye against it. Dude.
Well, that's because they were embarrassed because the family behind you would be like, "Look at this pussy, you can't even kneel." You know what I mean? The shame of having
I
a
was
kid
doing
that
that.
would sit.
We had a couple fat families.
Yeah.
Who were like there, and the whole fat family with their butts would go to the whole fat family would like their butt would be on the pew.
Yeah, well, it starts with the father.
True.
If your dad is somebody who's willing to put his ass on the pew,
Oh my God,
you got a
dude.
weak family.
Dude, that's
Your family is soft.
that's fucking bullshit. You might as
Yeah.
well leave if you're gonna put ass in the pew as a dad. You might as well leave your fucking family.
I can't even imagine if seeing my dad do that.
My dad has like real like knee problems, dude. I don't think his ass ever hits the pew.
If I saw Phil do that,
Pregnant ladies can do it. That's it.
yeah, true, and geezers.
Geezers, yeah, there's a lot of strong geezers who refuse.
The geezers still refuse. This is,
But yeah, if a geezer must, like an old lady, for sure.
without a doubt, today I have no doubt I would sit on the pew.
Oh, I've been to church recently, dude. I'm fucking butt up.
If I'm at a wedding or something,
Oh, it's drill.
no chance.
You talking about not kneeling at all?
I would kneel, but just sit,
You gonna put your butt on the pew?
bro. I don't care.
Fuck, not me, dude.
Nah, you're right. You're right.
It's
You're
not
right,
even
you're
like
right,
it's not
you're
like I
right.
care, but like, dude, Brittany's fucking pregnant. We were at a wedding, and she like leaned back and her butt hit the pew, and I caught myself being like, yo, chill.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I'm a fucking psycho. She's pregnant. And I'm like, she shouldn't be kneeling like this because she literally can't. Her belly would be like smashing. That's the thing. But dude, I still pop butt off the pew, and I'm like looking around, dude, at all
Better not
times.
be
being
sitting.
like, I'm scanning.
Who's sitting?
I'm scanning, being like, what the fuck, dude?
Wow.
That pisses me off,
It ticks me off.
dude. Oh, I remember. I
Wow.
think I might have once slumped, and my mom was like, "Are you serious? There's people out here that probably you better get your ass off that pew." She would spaz. Did you guys leave early?
Yeah, right after communion.
Ooh,
The walk off,
bro.
The walk off. That would be if, yeah, my family has done as a family. Hit that, which makes no sense.
Had the
As a
communion,
kid, I would do it, but like
sign of the cross, and out.
you got communion, so you just leave.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
That was to get the. Well, that was the whole point of the church.
But you did have to otherwise just sit there and listen to fucking announcements for no reason.
True.
After communion.
And battle the parking lot out. Battle the parking
Yeah.
lot. Yeah, we. My not only so I would like leaving after communion was out of question.
This is church talk.
Yeah, this is church. You don't know what this is. Sorry.
If you don't
dude.
know what this is, sorry. Get to church. This stuff will be relatable.
But yeah, the after communion, They made it a point, like the song, the
The
last
song's just ridiculous. You got to sing a song with all these fucking weirdos.
Yeah.
And then listen to announcements like the rectory will be serving bakery. It's just like,
Hospitality Sunday was lit, dude. Mini donuts, lemonade, ice tea cooler. That was like once a month, dude. Hospitality Sunday. That's when I was like, this is when the reels come out and feast on fucking donuts, dude. Everyone else left, dude. You guys played yourselves.
Wow,
I'm about to
you
eat like
fucked up.
900 munchkins and chase my cousin around the church basement, dude.
That's
Fuck
fun.
you. It was awesome.
That's fun. But you better watch out down there. You
Yeah.
better, if you take a wrong turn in that maze, you got a hungry boy waiting for
True.
you.
There's no such thing as free donuts, dude, in the Catholic Church.
Somebody's getting got at the fucking after party.
Yeah, man, that was fun. I remember just looking at my mom and be like, din, 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 din. I'd be like, all right, mom, the music's playing.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
we leave,
yeah.
she'd be like, not until the priest passes us with the cross. And I'd be like, God, fucking damn it.
Oh yeah, you got to watch the priest walk out.
Priest has to walk out before you can even
Fuck,
think
I haven't
about
even
it,
thought
dude.
about this in years.
Yeah, man.
I forgot about that. You got to wait for that fucking idiot to leave.
Yep.